Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Judge Kim Teresa Malika. We're in First Appearance Magistrate Court. Today, you're going to be informed of the charges, and we're going to determine if there's probable cause. Today is not your trial day. Please do not talk about the facts of your case. Everything's being recorded. You have a right to remain silent. You also have a right to an attorney. We have Mr. Romero at the main jail, and we have Mr. Goldstein to my right from the Public Defender's Office in the courtroom. We have Assistant State Attorney Eric Linder, and we have the clerk, who's Shell Buchanan. Michelle Erickson, she available?
She's here, Judge Amin.
Okay. Miss Erickson, you have a capious misdemeanor, $500 bond
Yes, ma'am.
for present proof of invalid insurance. Court finds probable cause. Does she want to resolve it?
She does, Judge.
State?
Withhold court costs.
Withhold and court costs, ma'am? $293. How does she want to plead if she does?
She wishes to plead no contest, Judge.
All right, withhold, court costs, $293. Court takes judicial notice of time served in the Broward County Jail. Thank you, ma'am. I'll give you 6 months to pay. Partial payments accepted. Lisa Patterson? You ready?
No, Broward.
Thank you. What does she have?
She has a simple municipal ordinance trespass.
Sure. What does she want to do?
Judge, could I just have one moment? When I called just a moment ago, she wasn't there. Let me just speak with her for one moment.
Sure, we'll pass it. You better hurry up, because we got the extraditions coming, so.
Yes, my dear.
Jeffrey, have a seat, ma'am. Go to the left. Your attorney will call you. Jeffrey McFarland, please. Jeffrey McFarland. Mr. Romero, call the next case.
The next case on the, hold on, would be Mr. Fidel Quintana.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Quintana, come on up, please. Fidel,
What's a plea offer on this?
he wishes to resolve the matter, Judge.
One moment, Judge.
Okay, ask him how he wants to plead.
No contest, Judge.
And it is withhold court costs.
Withhold court costs. I'll give him 6 months to pay. Partial payments accepted. Court takes judicial notice of time served in the Broward County Jail. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Next one.
Travers is here, Judge. Come on.
All right, main jail.
Mr. Travers. Travers.
What's his priors like, state? Where's Mr. Travers?
He's right here. He was filling out some paperwork, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Travers, you have DUI, alcohol, or drugs, second offense, $1,000 bond. Refusal to submit to a DUI test and unlawful speed, that's actually not for magistrate. Can you afford the $1,000?
No, he cannot, Judge. He's on disability. He wants to request pretrial release. I'll see if the state has an objection.
I have an objection to pretrial. Your Honor asked his priors. He had a DUI arrest in '01 that was dropped.
Okay.
His prior DUI, he does have a prior DUI. It was 99.
All right, pretrial report within 24 hours. No alcohol or intoxicants, random testing at his expense. Call in twice a week, report once a month. No reporting after court. Okay? Thank you. Eduardo Padilla.
Conti, Your Honor.
Okay. Conti, sir, you have DUI, let me know his priors to state. Sir, you have DUI, alcohol or drugs, first offense, $500, unlawful blood alcohol level greater than 0.15, $1,000, and DUI with damage to property or person of another, $1,000.
Your Honor, if you could maybe, well, Ivy's just got here. I'm showing in BSO pics that he was going to try to self-bomb with his credit card. I don't know if he was able to or not.
Judge, I spoke with Mr. Padilla. I believe he can afford to post a bond
He
if the
can?
court would reduce it to $1,500. Mr. Padilla, that's correct?
Yes, sir.
So
I don't have a problem if it's his first offense of $1,000 bond.
Yeah, Your Honor, I would ask for $1,500. I don't know if it's his first offense or not. My concern is it appears he resides in Colorado and the state
All right,
of
well, I'll do an ROR on 1, 1,000 on 2, ROR on 3. Thank you, sir. Don't miss court, you'll have a warrant out. Thank you. Larry
Thank you,
McLean.
Judge.
Larry McLean.
Judge, I called. He's in North Broward. I don't think he's ready yet.
All right, where's Mr., okay, he's still on the phone. How about Montel Higgs?
Judge, I had a probable cause objection as to count 2.
Sure.
No probable cause objections anywhere else. The
Sure.
objection was that the firearm, the alleged firearm, was recovered from the seat back pocket directly in front of the defendant. I don't know that that would, obviously that could be construed as constructive possession, but number 1, I don't know that that's carrying, and number 2, I don't know that that's concealment. And both of those would need to be shown for probable cause in this case.
Your Honor, first, as far as the concealed, and the case law is clear, it has to be readily, it has to be readily apparent from, and not just from
How are
a,
you? I'm with you.
using, no, I just want to make sure, using an objective standard from a reasonable person standing outside the vehicle. No one would be able to see through the back seat, where it was being kept, Your Honor, specifically.
All right, for probable cause purposes, I think your client has some good defenses, but for probable cause, I'm gonna find probable cause.
Thank you, Judge. I just ask that you consider my argument in setting a bond on that
Sure.
count, please.
So, sir, you have possession of weapon or ammo by a convicted Florida felon, carrying concealed firearm, $1,000 bond, and resisting an officer obstructing without violence. What are you asking for, state, and tell me why?
Yes, Your Honor, I just have to,
You ready?
Thank you.
yeah.
Right after this one. What is she doing? Oh. I got that impression.
Your Honor, I'm requesting
ahead.
a $5,000 bond on count 1. He's convicted 2016 of grand theft. He was violated his probation last December, sentenced to a year and a day state prison.
Okay, I'm sorry, how much?
5.
All right, what say you, defense?
Judge, in speaking to Mr. Higgs, he's not going to be able to come up with the $5,000. He's 21, been here his whole entire life. At this time, he advised me he's looking for work. He lives with his mom in Fort Lauderdale in an apartment, and when she rents, she's the sole, I guess, financial provider of the whole household right now. She's a caretaker. She may be able to come up with about $200 using the services of bond. So that's why I'm asking for $1,000 on count 1. To leave the stand-up in place on count 2, $1,000, and ROR count 3.
2,000 on 1, 1,000 on 2, ROR on 3. All right, let's get Lisa Patterson, North Broward. Hold on. All right, Ms. Patterson, good morning, ma'am. I've spoken to your attorney, Mr. McLawrence. I'm gonna appoint him. We're gonna send you to Judge Lerner Wren. I'm gonna leave your bond at $25. Name is Lisa Patterson, Michelle.
Isn't
Charge
Judge
is-
Ginger Land a mental health judge? Why am I going to a mental health judge when it's a trespassing charge? Judge Ginger Lerner Wren is a mental health judge.
Correct.
Why? I have a simple trespassing charge, sleeping on a mattress outside. Why am I going to a mental health judge when it is a simple trespassing charge?
Judge, I called 3 times in an
I am
attempt to
not a
speak to
U.S.
Ms.
citizen. I'm a British citizen.
speak to Ms. Patterson, and she wouldn't answer the phone. I was informed by the jail personnel that she may have some mental health issues that warrant further assistance.
I have no mental health issues.
Okay. All right, ma'am, that
And
might,
it's the afternoon, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, not the morning. You said good morning. I'm sure you don't want to be fraudulent.
okay, ma'am, I don't want to be. Good afternoon, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, we'll send her to Judge Wren, $25 bond, and you'll see Judge Wren probably tomorrow, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right, you get that, Michelle?
Yes, ma'am, I'll send it now.
Thank you. All right. I don't want to be fraudulent. to the best of your ability.
I do.
Your first and last name?
Alicia Stegmoller.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I
Mr.
think we're going to Conti on page 6.
Okay,
Gilberto
Conti.
Villegas.
All right, Mr. Villegas.
Señor Villegas.
What page is this? 6?
Yes, Your Honor.
Page 6, Ms. Stegmore, if you want to follow through. All right, so we have Mr. Villages. You have armed burglary dwelling, and you have grand theft between $300 and $5,000.
Tiene robo mayor a una vivienda armada y robo mayor más de $5,000.
This is actually a change of charge.
Este es un cambio de cargo.
Yes.
Court finds probable cause. What
La
say you,
jueza halla
Mr.
motivo justificado.
Linder?
Your Honor, when he first came through, you found proof evident or presumption grade for armed burglary.
Okay.
Halló de allanamiento con armas, motivo justificado.
I believe at the time the system treated it as an armed burglary of a conveyance.
Y antes lo trataron como un allanamiento de armado de un modo de transporte.
And this is armed burglary of a dwelling?
Pero es una vivienda.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge, so the computer treated
Sí,
it as a change of
señoría.
charge.
All right, so,
I'm just asking the court to
Estoy pidiendo
adopt your
a la
previous
juez
finding of proof evident
Que
or presumption
adopte
grade.
su previo motivo justificado.
and on the grand theft?
Y el robo mayor,
I'm just asking for the $1,000 standard bond.
$1,000 fianza estándar estoy pidiendo.
All right, what say you?
¿Qué
Judge,
dice usted?
sorry, ma'am. Judge, I had not previously spoken with Mr. Villegas because of the language
Por
barrier.
la barrera del idioma, yo no he hablado con el señor Villegas antes,
However, I do believe that there is probable
pero
cause
creo que hay motivo justificado
for the change of charge.
para el cambio de cargo.
He's entitled to a bond on
Tiene
count
derecho
2,
a una fianza por el cargo número 2.
and so I would. He'd previously been held no bond on count 1,
Así que antes lo tenían detenido sin fianza por el primer cargo.
and so, Judge, I'm going to ask for you to set a bond, even if you do find proof evident on count 1.
Y quiero que haya motivo justificado por el cargo número 1.
But I want Mr. Villegas to know that we are going to have a Spanish-speaking attorney out there to speak with him shortly.
Pero quiero que el señor Villegas sepa que le vamos a mandar un abogado que hable español para que hable con usted en poco tiempo.
And that the attorney will discuss with you setting a bond or reducing a bond, depending on what this court will do
Que
this
ese
morning.
abogado va a hablar con usted sobre fijar una fianza o sobre rebajar la fianza. Depende de lo que haga la jueza esta tarde.
Thank you, Judge. I don't have anything further.
All right,
Gracias,
so-
señoría, no tengo más que decir.
Mr. Villegas, I have
Señor
reviewed the affidavits and other documents filed in your case,
Yo repasé los afidavis y otros documentos entablados en su caso
and I find probable cause.
y hallo que hay motivo justificado
I further find the proof of guilt to be evident or the presumption great.
y hay la prueba evidente y presunción grande.
Therefore, sir, you're going to be held without bond
Por
pending
lo
further order of the court.
Tanto va a ser detenido sin fianza hasta que haya una orden judicial que cambie eso.
This order, sir, is without prejudice for you
Esta orden es sin perjuicio para usted
to file a motion
para hacer una
to set
petición
bond
para fijar fianza
with your assigned division judge
con su juez asignado de la división
and request a hearing under State v. Arthur.
y pedir una vista bajo el estado contra Arthur.
$1,000 bond on the grand theft.
Por el robo mayor es $1,000 de fianza.
All prior conditions remain in effect.
Todas las condiciones previas permanecen en efecto.
No victim contact, no return.
No contacto con la víctima, no regreso.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Gracias, señor. Buena suerte a usted.
Anybody else need a Spanish interpreter?
¿Alguien más
Thank
necesita el
you.
intérprete en español?
Not at Maine.
All right, anybody at North Broward?
What was the bond that was set on count 2? All right.
1,000.
1,000? Thank you.
Anybody at North Broward? Hi, how are you? All right, Conti, any interpreter?
¿Algún intérprete en Canty?
Paul Ryan?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Okay, so there you go for the, Madam Clerk, when you have a moment, there you go for those. You can give them to the extradition people. Thank you so much, and thanks for waiting. Where'd she go? She left too. Something wrong, Mr. Romero?
No.
Okay. Virginia? I think the second page is yours. Thanks. Someone wanted to ask me something? Did I hear someone saying, excuse me? I can't hear you. To what? Is that where I told you it was? What's your name again? Sorry, say your last name? It is Maryland, probation violation for robbery. I don't know. It's up to them to come and pick you up. They have 30 days. All right? And I think on that charge, they might pick you up. If not, they're just gonna release you, and it's up to you if you wanna go up there, which I would suggest you do and get it over with. If they don't pick you up in 30 days, they release you right from here. Okay? Good luck to you. Let me know when you're ready, Madam Clerk. All right, we're gonna take a break. The clerk needs time to catch up. All right. Jeffrey McFarland, please. Bonded? Are you ready, Madam Clerk? Okay. Larry McLean.
No prior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have burglary, unoccupied conveyance, unarmed. We need to talk about bond.
Judge, I'm sorry, I need to put him on recall. He wasn't brought earlier, and I haven't
Okay.
spoken with him yet.
Kenneth Colette.
Mr. Colette is here, present Judge of Maine. He's approaching. Come on up, sir.
I see him later.
Why don't you mute the mic at North Broward, please? Mr. Colette, you have aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. We need to talk about bond. Court finds probable cause. What say you, State?
Your Honor, I don't see any criminal history for Mr. Collette. That being said, Sorry, I don't see a criminal history for Mr. Collette. That being said, I'm gonna be requesting a $15,000 bond. No victim contact, no firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Based on not only the allegation that he threatened, this person with a firearm for no other reason than he was parking, I guess, illegally on the street. But there's also, apparently video evidence of him, doing this. The, victim recorded him threatening him with a gun.
You said he has no prior history?
None that I saw, Judge.
Mr. Romero.
Judge, that is correct. He has no prior contact with the system. He's 36 years old. Been living in our community his whole entire life. He is a registered voter here in Broward County. Self-employed, he's like a handyman. He told me for last month, for the month of November, it wasn't a good month. He made about $300 for the whole entire month. He lives with his mom. His mom does work. She works at Fast Pro Shops as a cashier, and she's the one basically support the household. That's the person he's going to be relying on to post a monetary bond. He does not believe she has much money to post, Judge. I understand the serious allegations of the charge, but all he can afford is about $1,000, so that's what we're asking, Judge, $1,000 bond, and we wouldn't object to have the supervisor on standard pretrial along with the $1,000 monetary bond, Judge.
No victim contact, direct or indirect, with JW, no possession of any firearms, ammunition, or weapons, if any, surrender within 24 hours of release to his local police department. Court's gonna do a $5,000 bond. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Stay away from that victim. Name Farris.
Name, Mr. Ferris, come on up, please.
Good morning, Mr. Farris. You have possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond, possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, $100 bond, possession of LSD, $1,000. Operate vehicle in unsafe or improper equipment, no bond required, drug paraphernalia, possess and or use, $100 bond. Court does find probable cause. Your total bond is $3,200, Mr. Romero. What say you?
Judge, he's going to contact his cousin, help post his bond, but if the state can confirm he has a clean record, we're going to be asking the court to consider ROI.
Possession of cannabis 4 years ago.
Anything else?
I'd have to check. Yeah.
Tell you right off the top, 2 and 5 is civil traffic infraction. So let me put not for magistrate. So 2 and 5, I'm gonna do an ROR. What are you saying?
2 is possession of cannabis, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm doing an ROR. 2 and 5 ROR, 4 is a traffic infraction. How long does he live here?
Let the judge know.
I've been living here over 5 years already.
Right, I'm gonna do an ROR. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Peter Atherton.
Mr. Atherton is here present. He has private counsel. Miss Valerie
Your,
Williams.
Your Honor, I already spoke to her. We've agreed on an ROR.
All right, so
Peter-
Mr. Atherton, let me just read him the charges.
Sure.
Driving while license is suspended, third or subsequent offense, $750. 2 through 5 are not for magistrate, they're just civil traffic infractions, no tag light. Failure to drive in a single lane, failure to display vehicle registration, failure to provide insurance for your car. So it's $750 bond, court does find probable cause. What say you, Mr. Linder?
Your Honor, I spoke to Ms. Williams. We've agreed to an ROR. She did ask me to relay to Mr. Atherton to call her when he gets out of custody. Frankly, I think he's probably in more trouble with her than the courts.
Did you hear that, sir? You better call your attorney when you get out. ROR. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Carleb Charles.
He's here present, Judge. I mean, he's coming up. Come on up, sir.
All right, how you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling all right.
All right, glad you're feeling better. You have corruption by threat, public servant, or family. We need to talk about bond. 2 and 3 are resisting an officer, obstructing without violence, no bond required. Count 4, however, is a no bond hold, probation violation. Court finds probable cause. What say you, state?
Your Honor, I would just request a $1,000 bond on count 1.
What about Eric Walsh?
So I believe that's the officer, Judge. So
Because it has Wayne, McKenna Way. Just looking if it was another one. All right, I'm sorry, what are you asking for?
this is on Carleb Charles.
Carleb Charles, yes.
$1,000 on count 1.
1,000 on count 1.
Considering as a no bond hold, nothing to add, Judge.
$1,000, thank you, good luck. Let's go back to Larry McLean, North Broward.
I'm ready, Judge.
Hello,
How you doing?
good.
Okay.
All right, sir, you have burglary, unoccupied conveyance. Unarmed, court finds probable cause. What say you, state?
Your Honor, I'm going to need a minute.
Judge, I'm going to be requesting a photo order for Mr. McLean.
Sure, no problem, get me an order. Okay, court's gonna order no victim contact, direct or indirect, how efficient, with the alleged victim with the initials DPB.
Okay, I'm ready to go over the court.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm going to be requesting a $7,500 bond on count 1. In 2012 in Duval County, Mr. McLean was convicted of 2 counts of burglary of a structure. He was sentenced to 5 years in state prison. He was released from state prison April 10th of 2017. I'm also showing his 8 prior felony convictions, 4 prior misdemeanor convictions. He's gone to state prison on charges including multiple burglaries, grand theft, trafficking stolen property, possession of cocaine, burglary of a dwelling, possession of burglary tools. It looks like he's been sentenced to prison on about 6 or 7 prior occasions.
Okay, what say you, defense?
Judge, I'm going to go the other way with it. I'm going to ask you to put him on pretrial release. He has been lived in South Florida his entire life. He was raised here. He lives in Hollywood. He's provided me the address that he's lived at with his mom for the last 10 years. That address is 2661 Northwest 24th Avenue. He's told me that he's unable to afford any bond. He's been working for the last year as a dishwasher in a kitchen.
All right, no victim contact, direct or indirect, GPS level 2, and I'll do a $1,000 bond. Thank you, sir, good luck to you. The bond has to be paid first.
All right.
All right, let's get Mr. Catrone. Can we get Enter Henitez?
All right,
Thank you.
Mr. John Catrone.
Hi, John Catrone. This is Judge Malika, First Appearance Magistrate Court in Broward. I have your client. Good, how are you?
Good.
I have your client. I heard you want to appear by phone.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, no problem. I have Ener, E-N-E-R, Benitez. I hope I'm saying that right. B-E-N-T-I-E-Z. Benitez?
Yes, Ener Benitez.
Okay, it says E-N-E-R.
Okay.
That's how it's spelled, so. All right, so we are here. Possession with a firearm, delinquent, no bond
Right.
hold. It says change of charge. State, why does it say warrant VOP pretrial?
Because he was on pretrial, Your Honor.
And he
He
violated?
violated, Judge Colra ordered him to be held no bond on this charge and another charge on this case that's not before the court. He's also been ordered by Judge Colra, I think, on 2 other felony cases to be held no bond. Your Honor, the charge we filed originally was a carry and conceal firearm.
So tell me what we're here for today, though. Because
Because,
mine just says, what do I write on my cover sheet?
Your Honor, well, you could find PC, obviously, but what I'm requesting, and Your Honor, I provided the court with a copy of the original warrant that Judge Colra signed. Judge Colra also denied at a later date a defense motion to reinstate and order him to be held no bond.
Okay.
Based on those documents, I'm asking the court to keep the no bond hold in place on this charge. As I mentioned, he's already being held no bond on another count on this very case.
All right, so tell me which count we're here on today. We're here on should I
The-
cross out warrant VOP pretrial?
I don't understand. His bond's already been revoked on all his cases.
Yeah, John, what happened was, because of the bond schedule, the charge that we changed it to under the bond schedule is a no bond hold for magistrates. Even though it was set at no bond by Judge Colra, the computer automatically updates it back to no bond hold for magistrate. Your Honor,
So what are you asking me to set the bond for this on?
no bond based on Judge Colra's.
I'm not gonna do that. it's a change of charge, so I'm gonna set it and they'll have to work it out.
John, the Judge, it's also a moot issue. He's being held no bond on another charge that's not
Right,
before the court on this
Judge, If
case.
you set a bond amount, that would be fine. But he still has his other cases that have no bond holds anyway.
I'm doing a $2,500 bond. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Michael. Oh, wait, let me go here. Hold on, just give me a second. Carlton Brown.
No.
Carlton Brown,
Hold on, Your Honor.
thank you. Okay, is this a 30-day?
Yes, Your Honor, he's entitled to an ROR of these charges.
Okay, ROR per state, no charges filed. Did you get that, Madam Clerk?
Carlton Brown.
Samuel Love,
Hold on, Your Honor.
is that it for you today?
I have one more after him.
Granted.
Okay, bring him up then after him. Okay, Mr. Love, we're here today on a motion for ROR. What say you, State?
State's not filed information, he's entitled to an ROR in these
All right,
charges.
the gentleman that I'm RORing today, because the state didn't file formal charges, I just want to let you know that does not mean the state will not file formal charges in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you got to look in the computer. I'm talking to both of you. All right, so that's Carlton Brown, and what
Denmark, Your Honor.
about Samuel Love?
Love is right here.
That was
No,
Mr.
I was
Love.
talking about an order from the clerk. Okay? All right, and then who's the next one?
Denmark, Your Honor.
Okay, Joseph Denmark.
Yes, how you doing, man?
Good. Can I have back those two the one that I just signed? Because I'm going to put ROR here. All right, I'm sorry, for Joseph Denmark?
State has filed information.
Okay, there's been are you here for that case?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
Lanisha Heatley,
Okay, and spell your last name?
Heatley.
All right, and your relationship to Mr. Denmark?
I'm his mother.
Okay. All right, so unfortunately, ma'am, they filed charges as filed. What's his bond?
$100,000.
So it's $100,000. You might want to speak to the public defender. What can be done, if anything, okay? All right, thank you. Good luck, sir. So that's denied, put a dash.
Mr. Denmark, do not speak about the facts of this case.
Okay?
Your lawyer is Miss Stein. She'll be there to see you shortly. You'll be brought before your judge, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, good luck to you. All right, that's it for Paul Ryan. Who do we have at the main jail? One person left?
Yes, judges. Mr. Michael, how do you pronounce your last name? Simpson.
What is that on? Which
It's a
docket?
second look.
On the felony second look.
All right, hold on. Sinsheimer, page 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, and speaking of Mr. Sinsheimer, unfortunately, there's nobody that can post his monetary bond. He's 32 years old. He's been here in South Florida now for 2 years. Unfortunately, at this time, he is homeless. Like I said, he's not in a position to post his monetary bond, so we're going to be asking for a pretrial release on his behalf.
State would be objecting. He allegedly broke into the victim's vehicle. He has a criminal mischief warrant out of the state of Texas from last year. There are hits out of, let's see, Colorado, Pennsylvania.
And when you say hits, you mean
Got
open
priors.
cases or priors? Okay, I
Priors.
just wanted to clarify that.
Yes. Damaging property in Colorado in 2017, and lengthy history out of the state of Pennsylvania.
All right, is there anybody we can call?
No, Judge.
All right, well, I'm gonna deny it. The only thing I can tell you is if he wants to, go to some type of facility or something like that, I consider that custody to custody. Discuss it with them and let him make a request on the kiosk. We can bring him back. I don't have a problem signing an order.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay? Is that it, Mr. Romero?
Yes, Judge, I mean.
All right, you want Mr. Goldberg to do referral to Bark or something?
Yeah, that would be fine. I was just explaining to him the process, but I know his.
All right, so talk to him and then get back to us. Just chime back in, okay?
No problem, Judge.
Let us know.
Yes, sir.
Come up. Who?
You handled it, Your Honor. It was the possession of firearm by convicted felon. It was in the back seat.
Okay.
You set bond at $2,000 on the firearm offense, and I believe $1,000 on the drug offense. I'm checking right now to confirm.
Yeah, he was heard already.
Two-
Come on up, ma'am.
It was
What page is it? Do we have a? Maybe you want to explain what he was charged with? You
Yeah,
can
I
just
will.
tell her.
Yes, Your Honor, for the
That's
top
fine.
count, possession of weapon or ammunition by convicted felon, you found probable cause and set bond at $2,000. For carrying concealed firearm, you found probable cause and set the bond at $1,000. For resisting an officer without violence, you found probable cause and ROR'd him on that count.
So his
Total
total
bond's
bond,
Three.
3,000, so you have to pay $300.
Okay.
Do you know how to find a bondsman?
Yes.
You can go around the courthouse and find
Just
them.
call out.
All right.
Huh?
So just call out. Someone
Yeah.
I'm running.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, good luck. All right, go ahead.
Judge, I did speak to Mr. Shinsheimer, and I was advising him as far as Bark, and he's very much interested in that.
Okay. So, excuse me, Mr. Goldberg, can you do an order for a, interview with Bark?
Not sure the wording of that order.
Well, Mr. Reedy knows.
Whatever you need, I'll fill it out. That's no problem. I just don't know what you need me to reduce to writing here.
Why don't you call Mr. Sanders and ask him? He knows. Because I don't want to call Mr. Reedy if he's,
Sure, it's a referral to
do you know what
Bark.
it is, Ms. Patrice? For a screening. Bark evaluation and screening. And do you know where that goes, Madam Clerk? Do you know where that goes? Where does it go? It goes to what?
It goes to my division, and I give it to the clerk in charge, and then they will follow up.
They do send it to Bark?
The order itself, no, Your Honor, I don't believe so. The order itself gets scanned and goes to the clerk. Yes, the copy that will.
Is that how it gets there, Ivy? Can you enlighten us? All right, so just do Bark evaluation and screening, right? Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I wrote on there about a program, so. Okay, Michael Whitehead. Did we do him?
No, not yet, Judge.
Where is he?
There he is.
Hi, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right, so what is this a motion for?
It's a motion for release. We have filed information, Your Honor. We filed grand theft, filed the 5th count grand theft of a firearm, and declined the other 4 charges. The jail.
All right, well, that's good news. They dropped 4 out of the 5 charges. Okay, so the only one you have is the lesser one of all of them, is the grand theft of a firearm. What's the bond on that?
1,000.
So that's $1,000 bond, sir, okay? Good luck to you.
And he'll have an arraignment set now.
Is there anybody we can call?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So just write denied, $1,000. Count 5. All the other ones are ROR. Jacob Fenelon, did we do him?
No.
Conti, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello. All right, so what are we here for? A motion for ROR state?
Yes, Judge, and information was filed. The charges were filed as presented.
Okay, so when information was filed, you're gonna be going to your arraignment soon, okay?
Oh,
Do you understand or no?
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I know you don't like I don't like to give news like that, but I just wanted to make sure you understood. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Tanaris Russ, moving right along.
She's in North Broward.
North Broward.
Oh,
Hello,
Hello, Your Honor.
is your name Tanaris
that's
Russ?
the right person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you have, what are we here today, on a 30-day?
Yes, it's information's been filed. Charges is presented.
What's the bond?
I'd have to check.
Can you tell me, Ivy? $4,500? $2,500 bond, can you make that?
She's also got a probation hold.
Oh, okay. So, you have a probation hold. All right, so deny. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank
You'll
you.
go to your arraignment soon. Michael Bryant, please.
Conti.
Conti.
Hey, how you doing today, miss?
Good, how are you?
All right.
All right, so Mr. Bryant, we're here today on a motion for ROR.
Yes, ma'am.
State, did you file formal charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thanks,
One moment. Yes, Your Honor. We actually did a change of charge to burglary of a dwelling on count 1 and grand theft from a dwelling on count 2.
Okay, so you hear that, sir? All right, so good luck to you. Your motion's gonna be denied. They filed formal charges. All right, Anthony Rutledge.
Conti,
Boy, when you get them all in a row.
Good afternoon.
yes.
Good afternoon.
Judge, on D'Anthony Rutledge,
Sure.
he has a second case that was supposed to make the docket that did not, but it's the same ROR motion. I had already spoken to the state about it. They had agreed that he's
Give me the
entitled.
case number.
Sure, that case number is 180133300 CF10A. Judge, on the case that's on the docket, the state has not filed and he'll be ROR'd, and it's the same for that one as well. I had already prepared
So
an
both
order.
of them ROR?
Yes, Your Honor, and I provided, I showed the state a copy of the order, and we've already prepared it on the other case that didn't make the docket.
Well, the clerk can actually do them.
Yeah, we prepared it.
Our efficient clerk. So on here, we gotta write ROR. Madam Clerk. Oh, wait, it is for ROR. You gotta write it for both of them, per Ivy. All right, you'll be released, sir. That doesn't mean that they're not gonna file charges in the future, but,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, thank you.
Have a blessed day.
You
too,
too.
sir.
Bernard Thesselman.
Conti,
Ellisman.
Your Honor, he's in courtroom 9155.
My guess is, Your Honor, you may recall, this is the case where they
Did you
found.
file?
No, it's not a motion to release, it's the second look. It was a grow house. He's charged with neglect. There were cribs in the room with the drugs and the chemicals. Two of the infants were in the cribs. My guess is he's in court right now on a family court issue regarding
All right.
tied to this.
Judge,
I'm inclined to deny the motion. If you want me to set it for a second look tomorrow, I'll be
Can we
more than
reset him
happy
for
to.
tomorrow, please?
Okay, so let's reset Bernard Thesselman for 1 o'clock. And then maybe you can send an email to his, the PDs in that division, which judges it.
Well, if it's
No, I think it's
dependency.
family. My guess is he's in family court.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember it, okay. I remember this case, okay. So let's reset. All right, so, and we don't have a misdemeanor docket, do we? All right, so anybody else at, Main Jail? Paul Ryan, Conti, North Broward, we're finished. Have a great day.